So this week I was having a conversation with a friend who has embarked on a short-term cleansing diet, and he was explaining to me the things that he can and cannot eat, and one of the things that he couldn't eat was bread. Now, on his list of things that were off limits, bread was the one that struck me as the worst, because great bread, great toast, it's just such a staple for a good day. It could be said that Christmas is actually the season of bread, because if you go back to the original roots of the Christmas event, there's a lot of bread involved actually when you play the story out. Jesus was born in the town of Bethlehem. It's also known as the city of David. And David was anointed king of Israel in Bethlehem. Now, the word Bethlehem means city of bread or place of bread. So right from the very start, this idea of bread is embedded somehow into the story. It's a staple of life. It's one of those things that certainly in early Israel you just really couldn't live without. It was a part of your everyday diet. If you didn't have bread, then it would have been hard to live, really. In the ministry of Jesus as well, he actually talks about David once. And the one story that he tells is not about David killing Goliath or any of his great battlefield exploits. It was when David went into the tabernacle and ate holy bread. And so that's the one memorable insight that Jesus gives us into his understanding of David, was his participating in the holy bread. And Jesus, of course, says that he is the bread of life, the one who sustains us and who nourishes us, who feeds us with his very life, his spirit, his wisdom and his grace. And we also know that as the story of the life of Jesus plays forward, he breaks the bread, which is symbolic of his own body, his self-giving upon the cross. So Advent can remind us of this whole theology of bread that resounds through the story from start to finish, through Bethlehem, through David, through Jesus, through the sacraments. And we remember that after the resurrection, Jesus is on the beach with a little fire going, cooking fish and bread for his friends. So there's this sort of beautiful little motif all the way through the story. And the Bethlehem moment, I think, launches it in a particular way through the ministry and teaching of Jesus. So this season, when you are tucking into some delicious sourdough bread or some great toast or some other goodies like that, just remember the nourishment and the provision that comes to us at this time from our Lord, who is truly the bread of life. Food, literally, I guess, food for thought. Peace.